Are you hungry?
Give me something good.
Hi, and welcome to another episode of Görgött. So you've probably seen the 100th episode. And thank you very much for sticking by me again. Today we're making the Görgött version of a classical club sandwich. And so what's different with the Görgött version? Well, first of all, I don't make it with chicken breast. I make it with chicken thighs. And I don't put only mayonnaise in it. I make a mix of mayonnaise, Sriracha, and a bit of sesame oil. But that's basically it. The rest is a classic, except I don't use 3 slices of toast, only 2. Because I always thought the middle slice is just in the way. You cannot split it, because then you don't get from everything, and it's too high to bite into. So I'm leaving the middle slice away. Except for that, it's a classical club sandwich, just a bit better. But before we have a look at the ingredients, please, as always, do me the favor, click the subscribe button, check the little bell icon to get notifications when the new episodes are live. It really helps me, and it kind of shows that there are people out there that appreciate the work I put into these episodes. But now, onto the board. So for the classical stuff, we have our mayonnaise, KewPie. You can make your own, but I'm not doing it for this. We have our bacon. We have some Romain lettuce, some tomato. We have some toast, and this is again not normal toast. I think the best toast bread you can have is the Shokupan, the Japanese milk bread. So that's what I'm using today. Then we have the chicken thighs instead of chicken breast. And to spice up the mayo a bit, we have some Sriracha, and to make it a bit nicer, some sesame oil. And now let's get prepping. There's quite a bit of prep. And I forgot one thing. What's also special about the Görgött club sandwich is I'll take the skin off the thighs and I'll fry that crispy, so you get a bit of extra crunch together with the bacon. It's gonna be good. Let's start. And we'll go ahead with the vegetable prep first. So the Romain lettuce, this is kind of ecological, so be sure to wash it really well, otherwise you'll get some extra protein, if you know what I mean. But this has been washed really well. And I just cut out the middle, because that's not the nicest part of it. That's that. And for the tomatoes, I always find it easier to use a bread knife. I would just want some really nice slices. So about this thickness. I don't like this green, so that's why I'm not using those 2. And I think we'll be alright with 1 tomato actually, so we'll save the other one for some tomato salad or something like that. And now onto our chicken prep. We basically want to pull off the skin, which is really easy to do. And then we'll fry this up as it is. As you can see, we separated our chicken nicely. We have the meat here and the skin here. Well, that's basically it for the prep. So let's get over to the stove. The only thing I haven't showed you is how to slice the bread, but I'm sure you can do that. So we start off with a pan on medium-high. You don't necessarily need to put anything in the pan because the chicken skin has enough fat. So we'll go ahead and turn these. Put a little bit of salt on them. Now you don't have to do this step. I mean, chicken skin does not need to go into the club sandwich. But if you get chicken thighs with skin on them, it's a great way to kind of use the skin. Let's turn them over again. You see they're starting to get this nice golden color. Give them another turn. These 2 are ready. We'll pop them on the kitchen paper. And these two, we'll turn them quickly again. This one is ready too. And we got one left. Perfect. Now to our bacon. I'm sure you all know how to fry bacon, so I won't go through it. I'll just put them in the pan and then we'll cut until they're done. And again, we get our paper towel, put them on here. Get the excess fat off. And now, who doesn't like chicken fried in bacon fat? Season with a bit of black pepper and a bit of salt. I think we can turn them now. Nice golden color on them. And salt. That was pepper, obviously. And salt on the other side as well. Another check. Yeah, these are ready. So we'll take them off. So while we wait for our chicken, our bacon, and our chicken skin to cool down, we can prepare the mayonnaise. It's important to let it cool down because if you have nice and crispy vegetables and put hot stuff on it, it's gonna go to shit very quickly. So let it cool. A club sandwich is not a hot sandwich. Let it cool down and you'll be good. Now for our mayonnaise, I'm using KewPie because I just think it's the best. That should do it for us. A little bit of Sriracha. I don't want too much because my daughter is eating as well. She's not the most tolerant to spicy. And about half a tablespoon of sesame oil. And this just gives it a little bit of kick compared to normal mayonnaise. That's perfect. Now for our bread, the last part. So I have 4 slices because I'm making 2, one for myself, one for my daughter. And now we'll doing something that I did on the cheese toasties. I'll put a link to them here, but it's basically you put mayonnaise on them before you fry them. It's great. It sounds perverse. It is perverse, but it tastes great. So I would say maybe a teaspoon on each. Get a knife and then just spread it out. And you do this on both sides, and then we can fry them up. As always, we need plenty of butter for the toast. We'll melt that down. So butter is melted, and if we squeeze them a bit, we'll be able to do 2 at a time. Now we can turn them. Now these 2 are done. Take them off and do the last 2, and then we'll let them cool. It's time to assemble. So we start with the bottom. Rip it off so it fits. Nice crunchy lettuce. And then on top of the lettuce, we want to put our chicken. We want to cut them down in smaller pieces. It's nice and juicy. Don't be shy with the chicken. And now we want to put our tomatoes. Too nice like that. And some of our spicy mayonnaise. Like so. And time for the crunchiness. Our bacon and our chicken skin. And then for good measure, we'll just put some of the spicy mayonnaise on the top. Now all that's left to do before we serve is to do the classical cut off the sides. And then since this is not a Sando but a club sandwich, we cut it into 2 triangles. Now I think the classical way is to kind of cut it once more like that, but I don't want to. This is what we're after. Now let's put this on a plate. And there we have a perfect meal. Now you can serve this with some French fries or some crisps or chips or whatever you want to call them, just salty ones, and it will be great. Let's dig in. It's a bit messy, but that's okay. This is so much better than the classical club sandwich. You have the nice, fresh, crunchy lettuce in there, really tasty tomatoes, some crunchy chicken skin, crunchy bacon, some really juicy chicken thighs, and a bit of a spicy mayonnaise. Not too spicy, but just a little bit of a kick. And you have the richness of that Shokupan, the milk bread, fried in a bit of mayonnaise, which gives it a little bit of a sourness to it. Amazing. Now, if you love club sandwiches like I do, make this one. You won't regret it, and it will be, promise you, better than any you've had in a hotel lobby or in a bistro or something like that. Just give it a try. And as always, if you stuck with me this long, please click the thumbs up, click the like button. Also, it would be great if you would leave a comment. I really appreciate feedback, because only through feedback can I improve and know what you're looking for. If there's any special recipe that you want me to cook, anything like that, just leave a comment below. Promise I will always answer. But that's it. Oh, and if you haven't done so yet, click the subscribe button. Now, that's finally it. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye-bye.